Changes, changes, changes. Yet many things stay the same. Welcome to your Thursday morning storm scoop for weather briefings. This is September 6th, 2018, and I am meteorologist Steve Kurzanowski. Two things we're going to talk about today: pattern change, breaking away from the heat and humidity that we've been discussing at length, and also Hurricane Florence. I want to just talk briefly about what Florence is doing now, what we see model-wise, and um, why we're not going to make any predictions anytime soon. One of the things I really want to focus on is using this as an informative guide rather than using this as a go-to right now. To be honest with you, this storm is still over a week away. And if you looked at models and model output and model guidance, you'd see that it's all over the map. So I'm not even going to run those models right now in this video because at this point, we'd have to redo them again next model run and redo them again the next model run. And that's not how you should be forecasting anyway. So what we'll quickly talk about are some of the pieces in motion that may impact Florence and her strength, her intensification, and also her overall path. And we'll go from there. So let's just dive in. Here's the latest update from the Hurricane Center. Hurricane Florence is at this 11 a.m. Maximum winds 104 miles per hour. So that's not much more than yesterday, but the gusts have definitely increased up to 127 mile per hour gusts. Slowed down a little bit yesterday. It was moving around 11 to 13 miles an hour. North and northwest, same thing, northwest, but now at 9 miles per hour with the minimum pressure at 975. So, like I said yesterday, this was a storm that intensified way sooner than we thought. There's still that chance. You can see here, the Hurricane Center is calling for a brief downgrade to Category 1 before really ramping up to Category 3 Monday and Tuesday. This will be a dangerous storm, and there are some elements in terms of steering that we're really going to have to keep an eye on, especially for the East Coast. Some of the things that models have done, and I'm not going to show models again, right, because I think that's just going to be premature and just not the right thing to do right now. There are other avenues out there doing that, and they'll typically be wrong because they're going to be dancing around for the next 7 days. We'll look at the blocking features. One of the main things that we talked about yesterday was the trigger that it missed to pop out back out to sea. It missed its connection to get that push out to sea. So that's why we really need to take a look. But I mean, some of those models were doing loop-de-loops and wide left and wide right. And happy football season, by the way. It starts tonight. So this is the current outlook. This is the forecasted outlook from the Hurricane Center. Let's just throw in a little more things for fun. So here are the GFS ensembles, and you can see there's still a wide swath of an area that it could, we could go anywhere from the Carolinas all the way. I mean, it's borderline London here. Some of these are trying to bring it to. So right now, if you take the model averages of the ensemble members, it'll head a beeline towards the Long Island coast, almost the southern New England, and then take a hard right out to sea. But again, I don't want to play too much in terms of models, but I just wanted to show you the disparity in some of what's been going on. And the last thing I do want to show will be temperatures. I know we've looked at this the past few days, but it's still just temperatures are very right for development. Okay, sea surface temperatures. This is why we are dealing with the issue that we're facing. There's a lot of warm water in the Atlantic, and warmer than average temperatures even along southern New England. So we're going to have some moisture feeders, for lack of a better term right now. There will be moisture continuing to be fed into this, lots of energy from the warm waters to really drive this hurricane. So we're going to stop it there. Look into the discussion for more in-depth maps and discussion. And now I just want to really go look at our temperature. So drag us over into most of the country here. Right, we'll focus right here. Here's where our front's lining up. Okay, this is Thursday afternoon, and we're going to put this into motion. And this is the European, and you can see finally sweet relief. Sweet relief. These are much drier temperatures, not just temperatures, but the dew points. The dew points become much more comfortable, and then once we push into Sunday, we really look at these. Look at these dew points. I mean, some of these are in the 40s up here in Maine. I mean, this is just gorgeous, gorgeous weather. So some relief. Quite honestly, just to finish up, I think we could see a rebound in temperature in September. September is a crazy time, but no prolonged issues in terms of heat waves or even heat approaching the depths that we've had recently. So jump into our discussion. Over the weekend, we're going to really start fine tuning Florence and really start using guidance a little bit more. Right now, we're going to rely on some of our old school techniques and analogs from previous years and really just study this. And we also have Gordon that's going to impact this because Gordon, has to continue to get out of the way. It's going to bring a lot of rain up in here this weekend. So, that also has an input is the butterfly effect. And everything that happens in the atmosphere affects something else. So, we'll see. Today's Thursday. Meteorologist Steve Kazanowski, Weather Briefing, Storm Scoop.